Welcome back to Studio Chatter. The holidays are a busy time, parties, dinners, and shopping, but it's the traditions that create the memories of a lifetime. Welcome Jen Sitterude to the Chatter. She knows a thing or two to keep the holidays in perspective.
Ooh, thanks for having me.
That's quite an introduction.
I know,
that stresses me out.
Yes, educate.
Yes. I don't know if I can, but I'll try.
Well, tell us first about your family. I mean,
Okay.
Natasha and I know a little bit, as our viewers listen, tell us about a little bit of your background.
Yeah. So I'm Jen, and I grew up in a really small town. So loved every second of it. That's where I met my husband.
Okay.
We're high school
In Utah?
sweethearts. Yes, in Utah. And there's a few, like you're a
High school
sweetheart, yes.
Yeah.
And then we have 5 kids, ranging from 13 to 3.
Wow.
So it's busy and fun and exciting and
chaos.
All of the above.
Well, I had the neighbor kids over today. I just have the 2.
Yes.
And I said kudos to those moms that have 4 and 5 kids, because I would be cuckoo. So how do you keep things in line?
I try. I mean, we try our best, right? I feel like it doesn't matter if you have 1 kid or 10 kids. It gets crazy, but we do our best, and yeah.
So is it this time of year with traditions?
Yes.
Is that overwhelming to you? Do you thrive on that?
I love it because I grew up, my mom was really big into traditions.
Okay.
So I love traditions. So I wanted to instill that into my kids, So we kick off December 1st. I love Christmas jammies. So I get my kids Christmas jammies, they open them up.
Okay, that's great to do it on December 1st rather than Christmas Eve.
And we used to do it on Christmas Eve, but I'm like, we need to wear them all month long.
Right.
And then my kids love hot chocolate, flavored hot chocolate, so we'll get our favorite hot chocolate, and then we watch Christmas movies. That first December 1st. Kind of kick it off, do gingerbread, make gingerbread houses, kind of kick off.
So it's like an event.
Yes.
So are you
kind of special.
homemade gingerbread house mom, or are you Costco box gingerbread mom?
Yes, Costco box. With 1 kid, more homemade. Now more kids, I'm like, simplify.
All right.
Yeah, simplify better.
Okay.
So that's super fun. But
I
then,
love that.
me and my husband, once we started having kids, we really wanted to instill in our kids kind of more meaningful things about Christmas and traditions. So I asked the kids this morning what is their favorite tradition. And my mom started about 10 years ago doing humanitarian kits. So we get together with her, and we assemble the kits all together. We get the big long tables out. Each kid has a station, and they go down the line and we do school kits, baby kits, and hygiene kits. So they'll put their little product in the kit, and it goes on down, and they zip up the bag, and then we put them in a big box.
And this is your extended family?
Yes, my brothers, their families.
And so when you arrive, do you bring like all the school supplies?
So my mom actually gets all the supplies.
Oh, okay.
And it kind of makes it easy for us, but also she tells the kids at the beginning of the year, she says, guys, I'm getting these humanitarian kits. If you want to work for some money and donate it to get these kits. So it kind of brings a different element. The kids are more invested in it. So they know they're paying for the kits as well as putting them together.
I like that.
So it has been so much fun, and it is more meaningful.
Oh, absolutely.
And then we have dinner. We make gingerbread houses again, of course, that's the thing. And then we kind of do the nativity. And I feel like the humanitarian kits, we always do that at first, and it just kind of sets the tone for thinking of others, kind of brings that true magic.
Are you able to deliver those as well? So are the children able to see where they're going to?
So we actually look on YouTube of where they're going to go.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, we actually don't deliver them, but we can look and they can see where they're going to go to women's shelters and
Christmas cards. Yes or no?
Yes. I love Christmas cards. I love getting Christmas cards.
I love getting them.
So I'm like, I know I have to do them myself if I want to get some. So I love them.
And I was so religious about it for about maybe 18, 20 years. But then once the kids kind of hit this age, you're like, every other year. But I tell you what, once you're out of the habit, you don't.
Then you're kind of.
Yeah, you don't do it, but I love getting them.
I know.
We have to be on the ball. And like if you're going to do a photo and gather everybody together September, October, these are the Christmas cards. They're going out, get the list prepared. I mean, it really is just such a process of getting everybody together and do that. So your Instagram handle.
Yes.
So tutus and jerseys.
Yes.
How did you come up
I
with that?
wanted something fun. And so we have 2 girls, 3 boys, and they are involved in a lot of activities, dance, sports. And so I came up with tutus for ballet, dance, and then the jerseys for the
Love
boys'
that.
sports.
Okay.
That is fun.
Because we are involved a lot in that, and that's where we're at a lot of the time.
So is that Instagram for like just your family, or is it like, do you have a purpose? You know how some people have this like big purpose behind it. What's yours?
I kind of started out for fun.
Okay.
And then I want to do a blog. And so it's going to
okay.
be launching in January. And then, just kind of for fun too. And then just kind of see where it takes me.
Okay. And tell me, like blogging to me, I've never got into that world.
I know.
So what is is it your purpose, or are you educating or sharing?
So
like, what is that?
I'm passionate about a lot of things. So
Okay.
I love cooking and I love mothering tips and
Okay.
all of those things. So it's kind of a little of everything.
Okay.
That's kind of how I explain it.
For a mom, though.
For a mom.
For moms,
Yes.
okay.
Yep, for moms. So
Okay.
Yeah.
Love that.
And then let's revert back to traditions. So now that we're December's kind of in full swing, what other things have you done beyond the kids and maybe just the things inside the house? Are you doing things outside of the home also?
So involving kids.
Either way, or going places to see things
so
or lights.
we love to go to Salt Lake, to Temple Square. And another fun thing that we started a couple years ago, before we go to Temple Square and go to dinner and those things, we actually go to Little Caesars, get a ton of pizzas, and deliver them to the homeless people. And that has been so much fun. The kids have really enjoyed that.
Wow.
And just, Merry Christmas, and just having them think of others during this time, that we're, and really learning that we are so blessed and to be grateful, And sometimes you think, you're like, are they really, when teaching kids, are they really listening? Are they, learning? But last winter, it was a Friday night, and we, as a family, went to go get pizzas ourselves. We wanted to watch a movie, and we pulled up to a red light, and there was a homeless man on the corner, and one of the kids in the back said, you know what, we should give our pizzas to him. And one of the other kids were like, no, but I'm so hungry, and so Jesse and I kind of let them decide what they wanted to do. And they all kind of decided, let's give the pizza to him.
Oh, wow.
And so it's just those traditions and those things that we're doing. Kids really do. They take that in, and they recognize that he didn't have a home or food. And so I feel like, those traditions, they really, they
matter.
They do.
And as a mom, that my kids are all in their 20s now, and they have loved the traditions. As it ebbs and flows. You guys are both in the stage where you're doing it all, and we're not doing a lot because the kids aren't there.
That's exactly.
But they talk about it, and even me saying like, oh, I'm ready for new stockings, they were in an uproar.
They're like, no,
those are our childhood Christmas stockings.
Those
I'm like,
memories.
but I've had them for like 18 years. I want something new or just different. No, you can't touch our stockings. And then I'm like, well, you're all adults. I'm not going to do Christmas Eve pajamas. What? You're killing all of our traditions, Mom. So the traditions you start, they do appreciate. So
they keep those memories with them forever.
It's funny what you remember from your childhood too, because just even in talking about that, maybe the two of you recall the tiffin room at ZCMI. You're probably too young,
I remember ZCMI.
The Tiffany or
the tiffin room. We would go there during the holidays, and they would have the talking tree in ZCMI, but we'd go to the tiffin room and eat there. But even my mom the other day when we were visiting with the kids, she's like, "This was your mom's first ornament," and put it to show them on the tree. So it's funny the ones that still come out and the things that kids enjoy now, looking at their homemade ornaments. So I don't think that ever goes away.
No. Yeah, they really remember that.
So I want to ask you, at a party once, we all went around and said, tell me, so I think we have a minute, tell me about your childhood Christmas stocking. What do you remember?
Oranges. Is that so funny?
That is so weird, because when I got married, my husband said, oranges will be in the stockings. I'm like, no, you can go to the fridge and get an orange. No. They'll come in our stockings.
Isn't that so funny? Every year, I could always count on an orange and a candy cane.
an orange
Oh,
and a
that's
candy
funny.
cane.
Orange and a $1 bill.
So funny.
Of all
Yes,
things,
that's
right?
Awesome.
And I remember my parents, our stockings were like this big,
Huge.
and just full.
I think that's still
That
my
is
favorite
my husband.
part.
They loved stockings. They were
Stockings
all of their
were big.
favorite things were in their stockings.
So when I had this party and we played this game and we kind of just, you told us many details about it. One friend, they got like a nylon stocking and put their presents in it. I'm like, well, that is the dumbest thing I've ever heard. But her retelling it, the memories, the tradition, it was like
Yes.
so cute. I'm like, oh, I wish we would have done nylons.
Yes,
So
that is so
it
funny.
is
They
just
hold
those-
more.
Those things that you remember.
Well, thanks for
Thanks
sharing.
for sharing.
Thanks for having me, you
Yeah.
guys.
So
This was
fun.
And good luck
fun.
on your blog.
Yes,
Thank
we'll be
you.
watching. We'll be
Yes.
back again.
Thank you.
Coming up next on Studio Chatter, a few things bring Christmas to life more than music. Stay with us to get in the mood.